Now, for the record, I just want to let you know, this is the previous Bengals report card from the NFLPA. So the NFL Players Association report card. Now, this is the previous one. The treatment of facilities, F-, last in the league. Food in the cafeteria, food and cafeteria, last in the league. Nutrition and dietitian, last in the league. Now, I got plenty of opinions on that, but I'm going to get to those in a moment. But 32nd in the league, locker room 24th in the league. No wonder we haven't really had a chance at a Super Bowl for the last couple of years. Think about this: ownership 25th. That says a whole lot about the team right there. We don't even understand this report card from the NFL Players Association says a whole lot about the team. Now you could bet on them all you want, you could root for them all you want based off of the players you love and how much they are a hometown team. Blah 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 blah. But if you don't take into account what some of these numbers and statistics mean right here, and anything as far as your hope for the future of the team, then you're not really paying attention to facts and what really counts. But this is a previous report card. Now let's go to the current one, and now let's look how far they've come since then. 2025 Bengals overall ranking 24th out of 32 teams. 24th out of 32 teams. That tells you a whole lot about their season already. I understand you like to only believe athleticism in the game and how much you believe in the team. This tells you, if you don't factor this into the outcome of the end of the season and factor this into your betting odds and everything like that, then I'm wasting my time telling you anyway. But pay attention to that. Hold on. This is horrible. 25th out of 32 teams. Ownership is C. Mike Brown average rating for perceived willingness to invest in facilities is 7.23 out of 10 from the Bengals player, a ranking of 24th out of 32 owners in the league. They feel that Brown slightly contributes to a positive team culture, a rank 26 out of 32. So, ownership is horrible. Let's start there. Ownership is below average. First of all, there's 32 teams. Average would have put it halfway, and it's 16. He's 24th, so he's below average ownership. Let's keep that in mind. Yes, they have faith in Zach Taylor. That's beautiful. This is a good thing. Yes, it means the players will play better if they feel like they have a coach that's behind them and they're behind the coach. This is a good look for the team. But there are another multitude of other factors, negative factors, which will drop this number down considerably. Players will love the team travel. This is good. 94% of Bengal players feel they have a comfortable amount of personal space on team flights. That's good. I mean, so they get to fly comfortably. We'll live with that. That's cool. But 92% of players report that they get an individualized training plan from their strength coaching staff, ranking them 19 out of 32. That's a positive for the Cincinnati Bengals, an A-. That is a good thing. Weight room, 16 out of 32 teams. So here they average right in the middle of the league. And so this is pretty much ranking them 18 out of 32 teams, but that's odd. This is 16 out of 32. This is 18 there. Okay, well, this is the weight room equipment, I guess, but that doesn't make sense. I don't know. But average. They have average weight room. This is for the dietitian. They get a C. 41% of players report that they get an individualized nutrition plan, ranking the Bengals 32 out of 32 teams. 32nd out of 32nd. Okay? The players feel like their team dietitian is not sufficiently accessible. That's horrible. The players need a dietitian. What do you mean? How does the Cincinnati Bengals... See, this is important. They said food around the area around which the team has continued to improve, whatever. But look how ridiculous this is. Last year, the Bengals began offering dinner on Wednesdays. They have fucking cheap. And this year, they began offering breakfast for players who come into the facility on the off day for additional training and work. They're just now offering the players a dinner last year on Wednesdays and breakfast this year on their off days when they come in. How do they expect to keep players in shape? How do they expect to even want somebody to even feel like they're a part of a team? They don't even treat them like family. This is horrible. Bengals ranked last. Look at that. They rate the taste of the team's food a 4.82 out of 10. That means Mike Brown might be cooking this shit himself. Look, they rate the freshness of their food. Look at that. A 5.49. The players rate the dining area not even a 6 out of 10, ranking it 30 out of 32 teams. The Bengals players wish that more meals would be. Look at this. Is horrible. The Cincinnati Bengals should be ashamed of this. First of all, they should be absolutely ashamed of this. This says everything about. First of all, this is how the players eat in Cincinnati at the team facilities. This is horrendous. 32nd. The treatment of their families. The Bengals are one of only 3 teams that do not offer daycare during home games, and one of only 10 teams that do not offer a family room during home games. Are you serious? The Cincinnati Bengals. You could look how horrible this is. The Bengals are the only team in the NFL that fails to offer one of those 2 benefits. The only team. Come on, man. Look what they're doing to their players. Like, are you serious? So, do you think that this makes somebody want to commit to playing for you if this is how you treat their families? If we rank last in this, imagine what it feels like to feel like a Bengal player family member. Imagine what it feels like for a Bengal player when he hear how other players in the league, teams treat their family members. Do you think he's going to play harder for the Bengals? Do you think he's going to work harder? Do you think he's going to want to be here more than anywhere else in the world? We have to consider that when we're talking about players. This is trash. This is horrible. Treatment of families, last. Food and dining, last. Nutrition and dietitian, last. Oh, but we care about the locker room, the training room. How do you care about the training and the training staff, but you don't care about how they eat or how you treat their families? Wait, we care about the weight room a little bit. We care about the strength coaching and team travel. We care about all of those things, but we don't care how our players eat, or at least we don't try hard enough. We don't care about the facilities for them to eat in the dining area, and we treat their families like shit. What do you think is most important to a player outside of his job and role there? You don't think his family is most important? That's why he's doing it all. That's why he's risking his body and everything. This says everything you need to know about the ownership of the Cincinnati Bengals. Who they?